Hey guys, and welcome to an Ironman friendly smithing training guide. Even though this guide is aimed for Ironman, you can still benefit from it if you're on a main account.
We're going to break this guide down into 3 sections: useful equipment and items you can use, important concepts and mechanics you should know when smithing, and what to smith for each level.
Starting with equipment, wearing a full blacksmith's outfit will give you an extra 6% XP, and getting the helmet add-on will give you a chance to double bars when smelting. The smelting gauntlets are also really useful for smelting bars since you can smelt 60 at a time and teleport them to your metal bank. The smithing outfit gloves will also work like the smelting gauntlets if you have those in your bank.
The Varrock Armor 2 or up will also give you a chance to double the bars you smelt and double your progress per strike. If you completed the new Varrock achievements, you don't have to wear it for its effects to take place.
Wearing a Falador Shield 4 will give you a 5% increased respect when smithing in the Artisan's Workshop. If you don't know about respect, we'll get into that a little bit later. A smithing auto heater and its advanced version will consume coal in your metal bank to reheat your item to 30 or 60%.
Equipping an augmented crystal hammer, Hammertron, or enhanced Hammertron can be fitted with useful perks. Here are some useful perks that you can put on your hammer. Tinker and Rapid would be the best to aim for first.
This is a higher level setup since you will need Invention to augment and get perks, but it's good to plan for it ahead of time. The Fortune perk gives a chance to double the item produced, which would be useful for when you're smithing higher level items like Masterwork.
And if you're going for 120, make sure you wear your smithing skill cape since your item will gain double progress on the first hit after being reheated. An Orthan Furnace is also useful to train to 120 because Superheat form will not use any prayer when wearing it.
If at any point you want to make cannonballs, wearing Mortania Legs 2 or higher will double the speed at which you smith cannonballs when in Port Phasmatis. As soon as you're able to make smelting urns, craft the highest level ones you can and keep them in your inventory when smelting bars for more XP over time.
And lighting Torsal Incense Sticks will give you up to 2% increase for base experience. If you have the level and tokens for it, I'd recommend buying Scroll of Efficiency since it gives you a 2% chance to regain a bar that you used for an item.
A perfect Juju smithing potion will give you a 5% increased chance for double progress when smithing for an hour. And a power burst of Master Stroke will give you 10 times the progress for the next 4 hammer swings. But you will need a high herblore level to make these potions, and the ingredients can be hard to get.
If you have 118 archaeology, activating the Inspired Genius relic will give you an extra 2% smithing experience. Using the Wisdom Oil will give you another 2.5% extra as well.
With 91 prayer and the completion of the Light Within, you can use the Superheat form to make smithing more AFK. It'll allow you to smith for longer because a lower item heat will impact your progress less.
If you're interested in other quests, here's a list of all quests that give reward and smithing experience. I would highly recommend completing What's Mine Is Yours and the Doric tasks. You can get the Go Fanon Amulet, which gives you a total of 183,000 bonus experience if you choose smithing over mining.
Before we get into the leveling strats, we need to go over a couple of important mechanics. When smithing, you can set yourself up to make multiple items back to back by right-clicking on the furnace and opening the smithing interface. We recommend doing this to make it more efficient since you don't have to open it up every time you finish an item.
And as you're smithing, you want to keep your heat bar high. The lower it is, the longer it will take for you to finish an item. You can tell when your progress is slowing by looking at the chat. Just click on the forge to reheat and then click back on the anvil to continue.
All of your smelting and smithing should always be done in the Falador's Artisan Workshop in World 70. You want to be in World 70 because other players will often put down Luminite injectors that will give all players inside the workshop an additional +1 progress to your bar per swing. So smithing here will give you a faster XP rate.
As you gain smithing experience in the workshop, you'll gain respect, which is a type of currency. You can use your respect to buy useful things from a guild, like the blacksmithing outfit. Here are the rewards we feel you should prioritize when spending respect. First, focus on getting all the outfit pieces.
Then keep getting the Solemn Smith upgrades to improve the XP you get when making burial sets, which is something you're going to be doing a lot. While smithing here, you'll see pipes bursting. If you have 50 smithing, you can click on them to fix and you'll get smithing XP equal to 2 times your smithing level. Buying the Repair Expert upgrade will increase the XP you get from it by 50. So be on the lookout for these bursting pipes as you smith for some easy experience.
After all that, you can get the Ceremonial Sword Order and Ceremonial Sword Smith to increase the rate at which you get designs and increase the smithing experience you get from them. A guild will occasionally appear when you finish smithing an item and give you a ceremonial sword design.
When you get it, hammer it to match the design and you'll get XP depending on how well you matched it. Just be sure to not sit on 100% respect because it will cap out and you won't gain any more until you use some up.
Once you reach 40 smithing, you're going to always want to make burial armor in the artisan's workshop because it gives you some of the best smithing experience available. To make the burial armor, you need to have an item at the highest tier and then go to the burial forge in the back of the workshop. This process will give you the same amount of experience that you gain from smithing the item at the highest tier. It uses no bars, but it does destroy the armor.
So as an example, smithing an item all the way up to the +3 tier will give you a total of 70,000 experience, then smithing it to +4 will give you another 70,000 experience, and then making it into burial will give you an additional 70,000 XP. The only downside, as we said before, is that it destroys the item, but as an Ironman, you would have little need to keep all of the armor you smith.
You could alch or disassemble them, but there are much better methods for money and components. The XP you get from doing this is more worth it. Rather than just smithing the same item over and over again, you want to make complete burial armor sets to get an extra 5% smithing experience.
That means as you train smithing from level 40 and up, you need to make a full set with a helm, plate body, plate legs, gauntlets, and boots. So because of all of this, all of the XP rates past level 40 will be going off of the assumption that you're smithing a full set of armor and turning them into burial armor sets.
So now let's get into what to smith at what level. For all the ore you need to mine to smelt each bar, you can look at our mining guide. The link will be in the description for that. These XP rates do not account for the XP and the time it takes to smelt the bars. We also won't have any kind of XP boost actives, just so you can see what the base rates are.
From levels 1 to 10, you want to smith bronze plate bodies for a rate of about 8,000 to 10,000 XP per hour, but it won't take that long to reach level 10. There are no other tiers for it, so just keep making new plate bodies. You'll need about 77 bars to reach level 10 without any kind of XP boosts.
As an alternative method, you can smith these until level 9 and then drink a Dwarven Stout to get to level 10 for the next method. If you're only going to level 9, you'll need about 65 bronze bars.
To get from level 10 to 30, you can do the Knight's Sword quest for quick and easy levels. This is the most efficient method we recommend doing. But if you want to smith items instead of doing the quests, you can make up to +1 iron plate bodies from level 10 to 20. This will give you about 14,000 to 16,000 XP per hour, and you'll need about 83 iron bars for this.
And then for level 20 to 30, you can make the +1 steel plate bodies. You'll need 119 steel bars for this, and you'll get around 18,000 to 20,000 experience per hour.
For levels 30 to 40, you can make mithril plate bodies. Smith them up to +2 and then keep repeating. Without any boost, you'll need about 200 mithril bars to reach level 40, and you'll get about 25,000 to 27,000 XP an hour. As an alternative method, you can make cannonballs at level 35, but with a rate of about 15,000 XP an hour, it's not very efficient. Still, if you need cannonballs for your cannon, then go ahead and do it.
For level 40 to 50, you can smith a full set of adamant gear. If you want the most experience, make sure you make a full set consisting of adamant full helm, plate body, plate legs, gauntlets, and the boots. Fill up your inventory with the full sets and smith it up to +2. At this level, you can start making burial sets, so once you have the highest tier, bring them to the burial forge and then make the burial set. For this, you'll need 252 adamant bars, and you'll make around 35,000 to 37,000 experience an hour.
For levels 50 to 70, you can smith a full set of rune gear for burial sets. You want to do this all the way up to level 70 because it takes a long time to mine the orichalcum ore that you'll need for smithing it at 60. It just won't be as efficient. You can use whatever orichalcum ore you already have from mining, but if you need to mine more, you're better off getting more rune. Smith them all up to +3. Once you got all of that, bring it to the burial forge and turn them into burial sets. If you're going all the way up to level 70, you'll need 1,744 rune bars, and you'll make around 57,000 to 60,000 XP an hour. Just keep in mind that you will need more rune bars later on for Elder Rune smithing. If you do end up smithing Orichalcum items, you'll get around 76,000 to 80,000 XP an hour. For levels 70 to 80, you can smith a full set of Necronium gear and turn them into burial sets. Smith these full sets all the way up to +4. Then bring them to the Burial Forge and turn them into burial sets. You'll need 1,665 Necronium bars, and you'll make around 148,000 to 152,000 XP an hour.
For levels 80 to 89 or 90, you can smith a full set of Bane gear. For this set, smith them all the way up to +4s and then turn them into burial sets at the forge in the back. You'll earn around 198,000 to 205,000 experience per hour. If you're going for just level 89, you'll need 2,721 Bane bars, but if you're going to level 90, you'll need 3,201.
As an alternative training method, at level 89, you can smelt corrupted ore in the Tra district at Prifddinas. Because of that, you'll need to complete the Plague's End quest to have access. Whenever you smelt corrupted ore, you should always do it during the Tra hour because you'll gain 20% more smithing XP during this time. If you're smelting during Tra hour, you'll gain only 281,000 XP an hour, but it is very AFK and you don't have to worry about reheating like with the other methods.
And for levels 90 to 99 or even up to 120, you can smelt Elder Rune gear and turn it into burial sets. Smith these sets up to +5 and then turn them into burial armor sets. Without boosting, you'll need about 5,126 bars to reach level 99. With this method, you'll earn about 447,000 experience per hour.
But since this is a high level method, we'll show you what rates you can get with several XP boosts and other buffs active as well. With these kinds of boosts active, you can earn around 677,000 XP an hour, or even more depending on what other buffs you have.
Smithing is a slow process. Just make sure to keep your heat up and be sure to use your workshop respect whenever you can to get those boosts. If you found this guide helpful, let us know by leaving a like.
And if there's a specific Ironman skilling guide you're interested in seeing us do next, let us know in the comments. And check out our live streams over on Twitch too. You can fight with us in raids and masses, join our clan, or just chill and have a good time.
Also, a big thanks to our patrons for the support. Thanks for watching and we'll see you later.
Bye.